Hello everyone. Today we are going to start with our grammar topic prepositions. So, your first question is, what is a preposition? A preposition is a word or a group of words that shows the relationship of a noun or pronoun to some other word in a sentence. In simple language, let us read what actually preposition means. In this slide, I have divided prepositions into two words, pre and position. The word pre means before and the word position could be a relation, position, or you can say place. A word which is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation or position or place with some other noun or pronoun or with something else in a sentence is known as preposition. Again, a preposition is a word that shows the relationship between a noun or a pronoun and some other word or element in the rest of the sentence. Here in front of you is a list of some of the prepositions with, about, except, at, like, but, from, through, up, into, over, out, during, before, around, including, between, down, until, after, of. Let us read about kinds of prepositions. Prepositions are broadly divided into two categories. First, simple prepositions. Prepositions which consist only one word. They are very simple, or the prepositions which have only one word are known as simple prepositions. For example, in, on, at, with, against, etc. Next is compound prepositions. As the word compound itself suggests, that prepositions which consist of two or more words are known as compound prepositions. For example, instead of, in the middle of, by the side of, etc. In this category of compound prepositions, we can also take the examples of about, above, across, along, among, before, and so on. Now, several prepositions which can also be used as adverbs. There are several prepositions which can also be used as adverbs. Now you will ask, what adverbs are? I suppose we all have read adverbs in our lower classes, and from class 4th onwards we start reading about adverbs. Adding something to the meaning of verb in simple language is known as adverb. Let's see the first example. I came the day before yesterday. So, here the word before is a preposition because it is coming between two nouns, day and yesterday, or it is governing between the two words. In the next example, I couldn't come before. Here before works as an adverb. The book is on the table. Very simple example of preposition because here we are going to show relation of the book, or the you can say position of the book and the table. Where is the book? On the table. So word on is preposition here. In the next sentence it is he moved on. So here word on behaves or acts like an adverb. A word is a preposition when it governs a noun or a pronoun, but It is an adverb when it does not. That means a preposition is a word when it is governed by a noun or pronoun, whereas an adverb is not governed by a noun or pronoun. Let's see the three classes of prepositions. To make the subject matter simpler, we have divided prepositions into three major classes. First, prepositions of time and date. Second, prepositions of place and direction. Third, prepositions of travel and movement. Let's read about prepositions of time. In front of you there are three major categories of time: at, in and on. Let us read about time. At. At basically at a particular time. For example, at 12 o'clock, or you can say at night, at noon, at midday, at bedtime, at lunchtime, at sunrise, or at sunset. We also use at for an age, at 18 or at the age of 20. Next is in. We use in for a period of time. For example, in March, in the spring season, in the summer season, in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. Also, we use in for year. In 1980, in the 1960s, in 1987. Clear? But there are some things where we don't use in. Instead of that, we use at. For example, at night, at Diwali. Clear? On time means at the appointed time, and in time means before time. If in a sentence I am saying he was in time, that means he was before time. Or I came on time, it means I came at the appointed time. So here there is a slight difference. We use in with time means before time, and on time basically means at the appointed time. Let us read about on. On Monday, on Thursday, on April 3rd, on 1st January 2017, on the 10th, on the first day. In this slide, there are some more prepositions which we use for time. During. We use during when something happens within the time something else is happening. Moreover, during is also followed by the name of the period and the words like the, this, that, etc. plus noun. In the example, you can very well see that we stayed at a student hostel during the conference. Next is preposition for. It is used for a period of time. I am just going to bed for 2 hours or so. Next is until and till. Up to a certain time. We will wait until or till 6:30 for you. Next is since. Since refers back to the point in time when something began. 40 years have passed since they met. It also expresses point in time. For example, he has been in bed since 6 a.m. We can say that it is used with the perfect tenses. It also shows the definite time when the action began. Ago refers to how far back in time something happened. For example, he left the house over an hour ago. Next is from to show something when something begins and ends. Her visit will extend from Monday to Thursday. Next is preposition before. It refers to any time, previous or a specific point in time. She is always up before dawn. Next is preposition by. Not later than. That means not later than. He had promised to be back by 5 o'clock. Not after 5 o'clock, but before, by. Next is after. After is used when we want to say later in time than. I felt fairly relaxed after taking the medicine. Next, to, telling the time when referring to the number of minutes before the hour. It's 1:45. Past refers to the amount of time past the hours. It's 10:05. Next is between and. To talk about time that separates 2 points. They lived in New York between 1998 and 2004. Next preposition is within. Refers to a span of time during which something happened. You should receive a reply within 7 days. That means not after 7 days, within 7 days you will get the reply. Now moving on to the next kind, it is prepositions of place. So here place, it answers where, in, on, under, in front of, on the left of, on the right of, behind, between, next to, near. So all these prepositions act as a preposition of place. It answers the question where. Let us read above. At or to a higher place or position than something or someone. Our friends in the apartment above us are really noisy. Next is after. One follows the other. He ran after her with the book. Next is by. Near or at the side of. The telephone is by the window. Next, beneath. It also means under someone or something. Jamie had hid the letter beneath a pile of papers. Next is next to or beside. At the side of someone or something. We lay beside the pool to dry off in the sun. Near or close to. A short distance from a person or a thing. For example, there is a bush near the school playground. Next is between and among. We have read the difference and I hope everyone knows the difference between and among. When something in the middle of two objects or places or person. When we talk about two things, two persons, two objects or two places, we use between. For example, I will sit between grandpa and granny. Here the example is there is a gulf between the two cities. Here we are talking about two cities. So that is why we have used preposition between. If I say I will sit between grandpa and granny, Again, I am talking about two persons, grandpa and granny. That is why I have used between. Next is among, in the middle of or surrounded by, other or somebody or something. For example, the girl quickly disappeared among the crowd. So, crowd is a group of people. Here, for more than two, we use among. In simple language, we can say that when we are talking about two things, we use between. When we are talking about more than two, we use among. This is a common problem among the teenagers. Here I am talking about the whole lot of teenagers, not only two. So that is why I have used among. Distribute the sweets equally among the children. If I say distributes the sweets between Ram and Sham, so I am talking about two persons, Ram and Sham. So I am using the word between. But if I say distribute the sweets equally among the children, so here I am talking about children more than two. So I have used preposition among. Next is prepositions of movement. To, it is used to indicate a destination or direction. For example, the boys go to school in groups. Towards, in the direction or of someone or something. She pushed her face towards him. Through, movement from one side to another, but in something such as long grass or forest. For example, David walked slowly through the woods. Next is into, movement that enters a space, usually with a verb that expresses movement. Don't put new wine in two old bottles. So into always shows the movement, and in basically means when we are talking about something which is static. Next is over, movement at a higher level than something else. He jumped over the wall. So whenever we are talking about a level which is, or a movement at a higher level than something, we use preposition over. Next is across, movement from one side of something to another. The truck skidded sideways across the road. I hope you all understood the topic prepositions. Worksheets and assignments will be given to you soon. Thank you.